Culture.
Podcast.
Austin.
Culture.
Club.
Podcast.
I need to work on that.
I'm sorry, I thought we were doing more of like a...
I feel like we always do it this way. It's kind of like it works better.
Yeah, I know.
Organically.
How about you guys do your thing and I'll just like observe?
You're part of this.
Just for the beginning though.
Oh.
Just
Well, the whole thing is like you can jump in whenever.
the song makes me nervous in the beginning.
The song.
Sing,
Well,
Katie.
We do have that music,
Yeah, we do.
which we don't have right now. But
I could have played it live if I wanted to, but
No, you guys just have the flow. I mean, like Austin
Yeah.
Culture Club.
podcasts. See, the studio already got us going to the next step without
Austin.
any trying. Okay, so today's episode, we have Mary Jenkins,
Hello.
co-host Rubin Gonzalez,
Woo woo.
producer Julian,
yo.
and our guest today is the superstar of comedy, Catie Housman, aka the host with the most.
Yes.
Yes, you nailed it.
And
You guys are the sweetest. Like the way
Aw.
you view me is
were
the
like a-
sweetest.
everywhere you go in Austin, no matter where, there's a comedian walking up to you asking about a mic. You know what I'm talking about? Like she's at HEB, like haggling, like I don't know, man.
Yeah, I was like,
I only 2 pounds of ham.
They were asking about you.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay, because for real, I was like, wait, tell me. So I was like, that will
Who
feel
was
You go,
so
to, you go to like
I
your church
loved
too, or you just like creep?
Yeah, I went to Lake Mike with Seth, and
Okay.
then from Hideout, and then I went to Electric Church, and then I went to Creek in the
Okay, I was
See,
like
that
Mike.
one's always an interesting one because every single time I've been, I mean, I've only been on Wednesday nights, but it's always like dead.
Really?
I mean, there
Creek
was like,
is such like, it's like the hang spot for comics. It's
yeah, I
like
could tell. Like a lot of them were hanging on the back patio. There was more people on the
Yes.
patio than there were.
Well, because
the
they're all
back
smoking.
patio is where it's at the Creek in the Cave. It's
They're all
let's-
smoking.
They also
Yes.
sell like CBD and Delta 8 and stuff, like
Oh.
joints. You can buy them on the menus. Like
Oh
when you go to a
wow!
comedy
I
show.
haven't been there in so
That's
long. I
interesting.
didn't know
They even
that.
sell gummies. But
Really?
it's all Delta 8, so it's like
Yeah, it's like Delta 8.
I'm not
It's the
really
same
gonna
thing you
high.
could get at a smoke shop, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I was thinking about getting some hemp
THC
Smokes.
1000.
at one point, and like I couldn't tell, is hemp even CBD? I don't know.
I've never known what hemp was. I really don't
I
understand
know
what
they make
hemp
ropes
is.
out of it.
They make ropes. They
That was
make
literally
bags.
what
So
I
it's
was
like a
gonna say.
material,
You make like clothing
right?
or like a burlap hemp bag or fabric.
In Lawrence, Kansas, there was a guy who every weekend would stand on the corner with a sign that said legalize hemp, and people would like honk for it and stuff. And I was like, does that mean weed? Like, yes, absolutely. Let's
Technically.
legalize hemp.
It's like weed without the high.
I
Well,
guess
that's
it
the
was.
thing about Texas, right? They accidentally legalized hemp, and they can't prove what weed is. Like if you have a good lawyer and you get pulled over for marijuana, you could be like,
It was just hemp.
Yeah.
CBD test it, bitch.
yeah, you gotta make them. It costs like $1,000 to do the
CBD test
test, so
kit,
they
I
want to do
bought
it, you know, or something. But I mean,
Everything is like
I don't
now.
know.
There's new strains that are like it's not Delta 8. There's something else.
There's
It's
THCA. Have you heard of this,
Whoa,
Julian?
I've not heard of THCA.
Yeah.
I know like the deltas because they have like 9, 10. I think they might
Right.
have an
Isn't
11.
it like THC
And have you
1000?
heard of like H3 or not H3? It's H like C, HC3 maybe.
I have heard of that.
It's
heard of that.
yeah, something of those combinations. It's terrible.
It's
it's
all-
terrible.
they're
It
lying
all
to
tastes
us,
bad. It's like smoke this. It tastes bad and you won't get high.
right? Like, can I just buy the one that works?
Yeah.
I take it for my anxiety.
At this point, it's about
yeah.
the same price. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing you gotta say to other like normal people when you pretend like you're normal. It's like, oh yeah,
I do this
I
for
ate
my
gummies
anxiety.
for my anxiety. Yeah, it's like
Everyone.
I have a
does for
job
anxiety.
interview tomorrow, so I'm gonna eat a gummy
What?
before the
Oh.
interview.
I
You
thought
know,
you were
stuff
being
like that. You gotta.
serious.
It's like the whole spiel. You know, you gotta like.
Julian thought Rubin.
I
had
thought
a
you
job.
actually had
I'm
a
eating
job
this
interview. I
a
was like,
blind
"What,
date,
Ruben?"
so I'm gonna eat a gummy before, so my anxiety levels.
Seems
How's
like
that
a
sound?
really bad
My
idea.
anxiety.
I'm just talking about anxiety.
Okay.
This
Do
is
you
like
have anxiety?
me. I'm that person. I'm like my anxiety.
Yes.
My anxiety.
I'm very stressed out right now.
I'm so
man.
anxious.
You know, the other day I had to pay for me and my anxiety to get into the movie. It was really bothering, and you know how it is. my anxiety.
You get the senior citizen discount yet?
Oh,
First of all, me and AARP are
Are you in that?
not yet. Next year,
Okay.
when I turn a certain age,
How old is Rubin? Rubin to me is like this mysterious
timeless.
mystery
It's
man.
timeless.
You want to know how old he is?
No, nobody needs to know how old I am. Not on camera.
not
No,
live.
Can I
Instagram
ask? Can I
Live.
ask a question, like a friendship question? Like, how long have you guys been friends?
Since 2004.
Julian, how old were you in 2004?
Oh, jeez.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
That was
I
so
was
rude.
7.
He
Wait,
was
I
a
seven? Yeah, I
baby.
think so. I was 97.
How old
So
were
we
you?
were waiting tables at Outback Steakhouse, and Julian was ordering off the kids' menu.
Yeah.
How old were you
Basically.
in 2004?
2004, I was 9 years old.
Oh man.
So we were ordering the blooming onion.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
geez.
guys were
Ordering the
delivering it.
what was one
This
of
is
the
going off
drinks
the-
Whatever
the
the
rails.
Outback Steakhouse workers
This
do.
whole podcast is off the rails already. I
I
don't know
know,
what
this-
happened. We haven't even got the topics. It's already gone bad.
I have already
We're not that
derailed
far in.
things.
We're not that far.
Oh, man, we'll start
that
crying.
was that was the intro.
Look,
I'll tell you his age off camera.
I'm
Oh
an
my God, I
older,
know.
I'm an older
All I
gentleman.
want to know, I love friends who have been friends for a super long time. It's like you've seen each other through a lot of stuff.
I showed her the Colorado video,
I did. I think that's why I'm on
and
this
I was like,
kick.
"That's Joey," and she was like, "What?" Like, it doesn't even look like Joey.
It doesn't.
Like he's like,
I guess that was what, like 6 years ago now.
yeah,
No, it
Jesus.
does look like him after we said it, but I think
his hair is
him
all
with a
and-
short haircut really
Dude, his
changes him.
hair, okay, I was at the church last night. And he was like standing over towards the wall, and he had his beanie on, and his hair is just flaring out of his beanie.
It's like
It
he's
is
like Carrot
It's
Top.
like a horse mane, like just flowing.
Shout
But it
out
also looks very
Joey.
scraggly.
Should one of us pretend like we have cancer so we get him to shave his head?
Yeah.
What?
He has such a good roundabout way.
Here's my problem. Like I grew my hair out first, I feel, but then he grew his hair out. So now I feel like I gotta cut my hair off because I don't want to be like seen as I'm copying Joey, you know.
No
Yeah.
one has ever thought that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But when we're together, it's just too much hair.
He definitely needs a chop. He needs a chop.
I think in
People say I need
Austin,
to.
I am like desensitized to men with long hair.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
truly. When I first got here, I was like, "Holy shit! Why do so many of you have baseball hats and long hair?
I
This
feel
is
like a lot of people
upsetting."
used to also do man buns here. But
Oh,
now I
yeah.
don't
Man
see that
buns
as
are
much anymore.
out.
They're
Yeah,
out.
they're
yeah.
out.
It's
Thank
like, just let
God.
it flow. Just
I'll
let
bring
it
it
flow.
back. I'll bring
You
it.
can bring it back,
Dude,
but
I
it
could
was
not
recently
imagine
out. I
Rubin in a
think
man bun.
you need to wait a couple years.
I'll rock it right now.
Rock it right now.
Oh, that might
You
shave
could.
my head too. I'm in between stations right now. Like, cut it all off or let it flow.
You look good with long hair, I think, but I might be biased. I've never seen Rubin with short hair, except in that little
I
video
think he
you
looks
just
pretty
showed
good.
me.
In our first promo photo that we took, he had short hair. Him
He
and
had short
Joey
hair.
had short hair.
I
A
know.
lot of people were like, "Oh, it looks so polished. Everything looks so polished when he had short hair." And like Joey looked actually like nice and like good, but
Those
just
are the
doesn't
days.
last, man. Just doesn't last.
Joey actually looked like you could actually put
Like
him
a
on the
human
camera.
being, you know, like he was a normal person,
I'm sorry, Joey.
Yeah.
walking on 2 feet, just like other people.
I think long hair fits you nicely. I don't know. I like long hair. Long hair fits you, but I guess it's more of like a professional, clean cut, coiffed look if you have like straight.
Clean hair.
So
I don't know what
Yeah.
to do.
just keep your
Hair-wise.
hair clean. Just wash it.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Are you topic ready?
I
Oh,
got a couple.
topics.
I gotta look at my phone because I didn't write them in my notebook.
I'm topic ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Topics.
Topics.
Say topics. You say
Did you
topics.
bring topics?
Oh my God, did I bring topics?
It's okay.
Topics?
That's our job.
I got topics. I got
So my
many
first topic.
First topic.
My friend Katie has been dog sitting all week.
I just
and
started today, actually.
They went to Town Lake
Ooh,
and they walked around Town Lake with this puppy.
okay.
Ladybird.
This is like a 2-week-old puppy, and she's making him walk 2 miles.
Damn.
She's over there. She got this puppy that's literally like a pound and a half, like a pound puppy.
This is not a topic, by the way.
Where did you get this idea? She was 2 weeks old. She's like 3. She's fine.
She's a
need
miniature
exercise.
and she's a teacup.
She
It's
is so
crazy.
cute.
You
It
don't
is so
want that
cute.
puppy to gain the pounds, like the puppy pounds.
Oh,
'cause
puppy
they
pounds,
They
yeah.
have the extra fat already, so you don't want them to, like.
But the whole
grow
point of
into
the
it.
puppy is to be chunkers.
You're so cute. I love a good puppy.
I get it.
I call her a
get it.
puppy because she's my puppy. I love her, you know? She's just a little dog. She's a puppy.
They walked like 7 miles of Town Lake today.
Is
Her
that the
poor
same as
puppy.
Ladybird Lake? Because
Yes.
it was Ladybird. So Town Lake is Ladybird Lake.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
that's
I know.
the
Technically, people don't call it that anymore.
So
It's
embarrassing.
Just
nobody-
old
They don't
people.
call it
Yeah,
Ladybird?
just
They don't
No,
call
it-
it Town. It used to be called Town Lake.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Then they named it Ladybird Lake.
This is why I love hanging around you guys. I'm like, oh my god, I'm
But now
such an
they
Austin
now
scholar.
people just call it Sound Lake still. I feel like it went back to Town Lake. I don't know.
I never hear people.
I feel bad for now
Me and the
saying
trans fans were
Ladybird.
like Ladybird Lake.
You know the rapper Big Frida?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
She did an interview once, and she was like, I love Austin. I love Larry Bird Lake.
Larry Bird Lake.
So for like 2 years, I was calling it Larry Bird Lake. Like,
That's
just
funny.
because of that. I was like, oh, shit.
Hilarious.
I'll never call it Lady Bird again. It was like, I don't know. I thought that was great.
So
Oh,
first
yes.
real topic.
Real topics. All right. Sorry about dog
You're
shaming.
good.
No, I love that.
I lost my pen.
Has the dog
Please
been
roast me
behaving?
anytime. Is she
So
behaving?
they released a top 10
They
cities where people get caught carrying a gun on an airplane or trying to take a gun on an airplane.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I did not see this.
Austin was number 8.
Okay.
Well, we are in third place because Houston and Dallas were higher in the state of Texas.
Oh,
Atlanta
okay.
was number 1, but that's a big
Ah.
hub and a southern city. So I feel like this is
Were
too
they
much.
all southern cities?
Big hub. Mainly, yeah.
Yeah. I
But-
believe it.
You know, obviously, I think Dallas is the number 1 in Texas and Houston. But, you know, we were there.
Yeah.
We were there, top 10 in America.
Most likely to be caught trying to sneak a gun on a plane.
150 guns were confiscated this year.
What do they do with them?
I think.
They shoot him. They just shoot him off.
They're not at that. So that surplus store has the knives that are confiscated, but I don't think they have the guns.
This is a good question. I wonder if people have to put in something to get the guns back.
I think
You
you,
must
shouldn't
be
get
able
it
to get
back
them
if you're
back.
that dumb.
Unless it's like an illegal gun.
So
But-
some dude in San Antonio like 2 days ago tried to take a tank rifle.
I saw that picture. It
I
looked
mean-
like it looked like a rocket launcher.
It was,
Yeah,
but it's been demilitarized, and he was taking it to
doesn't fucking matter, man.
like he was going to Vegas to to the gun big show there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, he was obviously on an airplane with a goddamn anti-tank weapon,
Yikes.
a rocket launcher. It's crazy.
That is pretty
But only
crazy.
yeah, we had 150 guns confiscated. I believe Atlanta had 484. That's a pretty high number.
TSA
more than
finds
one a day.
anti-tank weapon in passenger's luggage at a Texas airport.
San
That's
Antonio, yeah.
incredible. 1 day ago. That's wild.
I know, it's so great, isn't it?
Wait, what does
San
anti-tank
Antonio did not make the
mean?
list.
Does
though.
that mean it takes down a tank? The rifle?
Yes.
Oh my god. Jesus.
it hates tanks.
It's an anti-tank rifle.
You know, I hate tanks, so I gotta like kill tanks. Tanks.
You know, I'm pretty anti-tanks. Wow. He wanted to attend the shooting and hunting outdoor trade show. Well, makes sense. That's why he wanted to bring his
You know,
anti-tank
when I'm outdoor
rifle.
and I'm hunting, there's nothing I think more than like I could kill a tank or a deer with this, or
Would a deer like explode?
Wild
with
Yeah,
an
it would just be
anti-tank
like little
rifle?
bits of deer.
wild razor,
Like a deer
Wild
is much
hog?
more fragile.
Like deer confetti.
javelina.
Ave Maria?
Yes. You have a topic?
Yeah. So there's this campaign called Finish the Five. Have you heard of this?
Finish the 5.
So it's a bunch of like well, I call them kids, but I guess they're like young adults.
They're Katie's age.
Oh my god. I
Hmm.
needed to hear
Like
that.
Yeah. They
They've been,
are
like,
pushing
old.
to close the last 5 juvenile prisons in Texas. So there used to be 13,
Yes.
and then there was a sex. Well, it's not even. They call it a sex scandal. It was a rape scandal
Yes.
where they closed down a bunch of them, but now there's still 5. They're severely understaffed,
Yeah, there's no law.
and the kids are in cells for like 23 hours a day.
Oh,
Half of them are
It's like
on
super
suicide
locked down,
watch.
yeah.
Like it's super fucked up.
damn.
So these kids are trying to close down the rest of them.
Thank God.
Do we
Wow.
have one here in
I
Austin?
support that.
I don't know.
I thought.
No, it said they're all in like rural areas.
Oh, okay.
So
I think
they're
what
just juvies. They're
Yeah.
jails.
I think
okay.
there's one.
the one that I'm thinking of is on Congress and Old Torf, right behind like the parking lot with like the O'Reillys and like a T-Mobile, but
That's
right
like
across the
a-
street from the old HEB where they like took it down and they're like moved it across the street.
That's like a
That's like I think it's like a
youth center or something.
no, it's not. It's definitely it's like for juvenile correction.
Yeah.
Like it's like
but like it's like a jail, like the city of Austin one. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
It's not like a.
It's not like a
actual
state
juvenile
one.
prison.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The state runs.
but yeah, that's
they-
crazy.
I mean, those 2 teenagers killed somebody in Williamson County a couple days ago.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
arrested. All right, my next topic is a good one.
Ooh.
The University
do?
of
We just bring up the
Texas.
topic?
The University of Texas.
They banned.
They banned TikTok
Yes.
Hell
Except
yeah.
No.
at the
Oh.
Moody Center.
Oh God, dude, ban it there too.
What's the Moody Center?
It's
like
where the basketball
new-
games are played and concerts.
Yeah,
Ew.
it's mostly a concert venue. Come on, like
So they're still, you can still get your TikTok on at the Moody Center.
Yeah,
yeah,
get
you
your
gotta,
TikTok
you gotta
of
TikTok and Harry
Jake
Styles it
Paul.
up when you're at the Moody Center.
Yeah. Yes.
Styles.
It's
That better
Harry's
reference.
house.
Madonna's coming down in September, y'all. Be nice.
I think
Ooh,
I actually did go there for a country music concert this year.
interesting.
What? Hold up.
I'm not a fan. I just
Okay,
had
I was about
tickets.
to say. I
You
was
there
like,
for Garth
we just did a
Brooks?
poll.
George Strait?
George Strait was there. I have a video of him singing, and I could tell by the reaction of the crowd how impressive he was. And I was like, I'm gonna get a video.
Who the hell took you to George Strait?
My
behind
friend
my
Lauren,
back?
the one I was with today.
Oh, okay.
She's like a micro influencer, and
Tell
she
her I
got
love her.
tickets. I will.
Is she into country music? Is she into George
I
Strait?
think she is. She was like, "This is George Strait." She's from Houston, so
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I
Yes.
feel like
Life.
it's more likely you'd be into country if you're from Dallas. 'Cause
Really?
Houston's like a big rap city.
I
don't
like
know.
country.
If you're white and you're from Houston.
True.
She's probably into rap also,
Do you
I
like
guess.
country? I kind of like it. I don't
like,
know
like
a lot
old
of it, but
country.
Yeah, old
I-
country.
Johnny
George
Cash?
Strait, obviously.
who doesn't love
Fantastic.
Johnny Cash?
Marty
right?
I love
Robbins.
George Strait.
Yeah,
Marty Robbins.
I love George Strait.
George Strait. Okay, yeah, dude.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen him?
No.
Center.
He can't get caught dead at a country concert.
If I can see King George,
King George.
King George sells out like in 2 seconds. It's like a dream. Like the cheapest ticket's like $200.
Damn.
The one you went to, people were paying $1,500 for tickets.
Disapprove.
They
Approval
must
off
have.
camera.
It felt like. I guess it was a big show.
Because it was like the first show. It was the opening of the Moody Center, George
maybe
Strait.
okay, maybe it
was
wasn't
like
the Moody
people were
Center.
paying,
Because
like,
this doesn't seem like what it
outrageous
was.
Fucking crazy amounts of money for those tickets.
I don't think that's what it was. It was more of like it was like one of those
like a
festivals where it's like
summer.
country all day,
Oh,
and they've
okay.
got like
country
1,700 different
artists,
acts.
yeah.
And George
Yes.
Strait came through for like 2 minutes and was like,
But that's still George Strait. That's like, doesn't matter. He is the king of country.
I'm trying to make Ruben feel better. I'm like, it's okay
You're like,
that
"It
you
wasn't
weren't
that
there.
good."
He didn't make me tear up when
Like,
he sang
Let me
teardrops on my
Let me
guitar.
put this to you here. He played 10 days in San Antonio in a row. And that thing, as soon as the tickets went on sale, it was completely sold out. Like
The
in
row?
like in seconds,
Yeah.
every single seat.
San
And
Antonio
it
is
was
a
like
huge
$100
city
for the
too.
cheapest ticket. People fly in. He's the king. He's the king. Amarillo by
Yeah,
morning.
fuck country and George.
So
Strait.
the TikTok ban thing is coming from the governor.
Oh really?
Did you know that?
Because it's a state institution.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a random topic too.
Because
Okay.
China.
I don't get it.
Yesterday
China
was
runs
Mr.
TikTok.
Abbott's inauguration, and they actually had it here next door at ACL. you know.
Uh-huh.
And I thought the funniest thing was, the entrance to ACL is straight up like that massive staircase.
You're so
So I was
terrible.
just like, how the fuck are they gonna get him in there? You know how they got it? They pulled up a truck to the dock at the W, and rolled him out of the van.
They don't
onto
have
the
an
dock thing.
elevator?
They brought him up a freight
They
elevator.
do, but
because there's a
they
freight
can't bring that
elevator
to the normal
goes
elevator
right
for
into
people.
the back of ACL. So
You
he
gotta have
got
secrets.
he got lifted into the venue
Oh
to
my
do his
God.
20-minute speech.
Yeah.
And it was like weird. They sold tickets for it because they had like a bunch of bands, country bands playing.
Sounds
Not
lit.
King George.
Yeah,
Did you
it
guys
was
see
it was an interesting event.
Greg Abbott's speech at ACL? That shit was lit.
But he's
see him get
now
on the freight
inaugurated as
elevator?
They
the
have merch?
continuing governor of
I don't understand why
Texas.
we already inaugurated him. Like, why do we have to do it again?
Because it's got to be official. There's got to be a party.
Third terms.
He's
Which I
got
don't
to
know how
like
it's legal.
he's got to wheel onto the stage. Everybody's cheering him on, and then he crowd dives and they lift him up. And they're
Was
like,
there was there
"Greg
merch?
Abbott, Greg Abbott."
They
Yeah,
lift
of
him
course
up like
there
a
was
bar
merch.
mitzvah?
It was
Yeah.
the inauguration.
kidding
They
me?
had,
I
they
wouldn't
had-
mind looking at the merch. I'm
You
not
guys
gonna
should
lie.
have seen the
That and
outside of
Mazel
the movie. Of ACL Live. They had a whole sticker thing on the walls that said
Merch everywhere.
Inauguration Day, Greg Abbott, Dan Patrick.
Oh, I hate these dudes so
yeah,
much.
fuck both.
Tell
those
us about it,
guys.
Rubin.
Hate them.
Let it out.
I'm also worried because Watson's the new mayor. We'll see how he does.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too negative about
We
this
don't
right
like
now.
him. We don't have
Well,
to be negative. We don't have to
We
go
don't
into
mind Watson, but we'll see what he does.
it. Okay.
Because this town, the Adler was the worst mayor possible. He was just basically allowing the real estate companies to do whatever
Hey,
they want.
quiet. He's here. He lives at the W. He's gonna hear you.
Yeah, cool it.
He's
Sorry.
above our heads
Do
right
people
now.
know we're
The
at the
fact that he
W
l-
right
the
now?
fact
Oh, yeah,
that
we
he
didn't even
lives
mention.
Oh,
We didn't
yeah.
even
Live
name
from the
drop that.
W.
Right? Like, why didn't we? Like,
That's
by
why
the
we're
way, guys, we're
fancy.
in the
Live from
W.
the W Hotel in Austin.
How did we get this?
We just
fancy,
happened to
y'all?
be here and decided to start recording. So,
So no TikTok for you at the W.
fuck that. I
maybe-
am going on TikTok until the Chinese military comes in to arrest me for being too bad.
They're listening to anything
They
you say.
they're gonna learn everything about you.
And they're going to
And who
love it.
gives a fuck?
They're going to love
Yeah.
me. they're going to be like, you know what? I like this girl. and
I can
I,
see
we
Her
will use Catie
algorithm is
Housman as
legit.
influence, as bad influence on Americans.
I can see you on
she is
Squid
perfect
Games.
for leading them in the right direction. Oh, God, we have to bleep that. I can't
Wait,
do an
whoa,
accent.
shit. Were we being a little
Uh-oh.
racist there?
Uh-oh,
Sorry.
I'm canceled.
I'm just a fan of impressions.
Uh-oh, Shane Gillis. Oh, no.
Wasn't he in town?
He was the one that lost
Yeah.
SNL because of
The
the
Chinese stuff.
Was it
Asian
because of the
slur.
was
Yeah.
it the Asian slur?
Yes.
Uh,
So we cannot ever do
On a
that accent
podcast.
again.
Yeah.
who would think that the Asians would
Wasn't he in
come out
town
with
This
recently?
is
that?
being a comedian these days. It's like, fuck, I can't say that. Fuck, cut that out. What?
Wasn't he in town recently?
Probably.
Yeah, he was.
He did a
Yes.
special at the Creek in the Cave like
Guess
a
who's
year
coming
ago.
to town this weekend?
Joe
Mr.
List.
Louis C.K. at ACO Live.
Dude,
wonder
ACL
if that's what Joe
Live is
List
the
is in town.
worst. They have Louis C.K. coming, and they
And
have
the inauguration in
Eric
the same week.
Clapton.
I like Louis.
No. The other comedian, Chris Delia.
Crystalia?
Krista
He's
Delia.
coming into town?
Dude, he got
Yeah.
he had that thing.
He
happen
got a
to him
bunch of his
couple years
shows
ago.
canceled.
It happened
Did you
to him
see the
again,
most
dude. He
recent
got-
documentary? Is that what you're talking
They
about?
caught him again?
No, so post
There's
that,
a new documentary.
at the end of last year, somebody called him out again for doing the same shit, and he was just like, and now
yeah,
he can't
that's
be
what
on
I'm
the
talking
Oh,
about.
okay,
It's
okay.
a new YouTube documentary made by
Oh.
a comedian in LA called The
Good.
Problem with Crystalia. I've watched it twice.
Good. It's
Once
just
because I heard about it, and once because I was showing someone else.
He's supposedly
What-
playing ACL Live. I saw there was
Well,
a
of
thing
course.
for him.
That's crazy.
guys like
Hey,
that
Louis
can't lose
C.K.
their steam. They're still. Think of all the people that go to ACL Live and want to buy tickets to people like Krista Elliott. They're gonna keep buying
It's
the
crazy,
tickets.
isn't it?
Doesn't matter what he says.
Austin's so liberal, but we ain't that liberal, fool. We're going to have every fucking crazy ass sex predator in town come sing jokes for us.
I'm surprised he's allowed to come in.
Well, it's like I
Texas.
feel like him and Louis C.K. are both they're like asshole liberals, where they're liberal, but they're also assholes, and they do.
But
crazy
Joe List is
shit.
coming to town, too, though. He's coming
Joe
to
List.
Cap City, though.
I love Joe List.
Joe List is
Icon.
cool.
I
He's
like Louis.
cool.
I'm sorry that he jerked off in front of those girls. I
Well,
feel
of
like,
course.
of course.
Hey,
I don't
That's
get the problem
not
with
on
him
the level
besides that.
of Chris.
Yeah.
Delia.
Crystalia's different. After watching the documentary that just came out about him, I was like, whoa,
Damn.
this guy's creepy.
It's like he's like more on an R. Kelly level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
James Franco?
Right. I don't
James
know. I'd have to hear the
He's-
receipts.
He's really gone into obscurity.
He has
right?
Yeah. He's
Maybe
just,
it's on
probably
purpose.
Well, because he
painting
was
on an
doing,
island.
he was DMing some teenage girl, too, wasn't he?
Something like that.
I
I
don't
heard
know.
something
I
about
didn't-
that. There were girls
Dick
in
pic,
his class
possibly?
because he was a college professor, right? And they were like, he's grooming us. I love it. I love the celebrity scandals.
I do, too.
I mean, don't want you girls to get groomed, whatever.
I don't even understand that. It's like, I can understand, real grooming in a sense, so, where somebody, ties you to a radiator and makes you, learn to walk or something crazy like that. But,
What?
oh, sorry.
Stop.
Nothing.
Just stop.
Next topic.
That's the old, I'll be quiet.
we denounce Crystalia,
Okay.
but we would like TikTok to openly like control
Joelist.
America, and
Yes.
I would be into that, please.
Yes, they're already doing it.
We
Are you
love.
guys cool with that? TikTok?
Yeah,
taking
and we're
over?
cool with Louis C.K. as long as we don't have to see his dick.
I'm fine with that. Are you
Yeah.
cool with that?
I guess.
I'm down
I
with
really
it.
liked his show, and I was
Dude,
really
that
upset when
show.
all that shit
His
went
last
down.
His
stand up
show
was
made
not
me
that.
so
We saw him
happy.
live. He wasn't that good the last
He
time.
wasn't that good live.
Well, I think the girls are just. I can't talk. I'm gonna.
Well,
move on.
you
I'm just
can't,
gonna move
'cause
on.
until you're there.
I don't feel like we're the ones to address this topic.
I can't address. I don't think this is my take.
Yeah,
make.
we can
Next
move on.
topic.
Because he was like an executive producer of TV shows and stuff, so it's like he was kind of using power over them, you know.
I have another topic.
Does that make
Let's
sense?
go.
Blink, blink.
Oh,
Awkward
so you know that that petition that was like misleading everybody about
Yes.
police oversight? Campaign finance filing from Voters for Police Oversight and Accountability shows that it was 100% funded by the Austin Police Association.
Are they? Did it ever get the number of
I don't-
signatures? it
I
needed?
don't know.
I hope not.
Yeah.
'Cause you never know with this town.
Can I read that one more time?
Are you familiar with gas
Wait,
stations
that's
on North
crazy.
Lamar?
Weaken police oversight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they
baby.
were voting for
But
them to.
they would say like
misled
they would be like, "Hey, are you registered to vote?" And you'd be like, "Yeah." And they'd be like, "You want to sign this petition about police oversight?" And you're like, "Yeah, I want police oversight." And you sign it, and it's like that's not what it was about. It was about
Oh.
weakening it.
It was misleading.
But they
They're-
wanted them. Why would the police want them?
Because
to
the
sign
city
in
of
favor
Austin, if you
that?
get 20,000 signatures on a thing, they have to put it on the bill,
On
like
the
on the
ballot.
vote, on the ballot.
Hmm.
Like for example,
The camping ban.
the camping ban. Also, there was a police brutality thing where we were trying to get police oversight, and both of those were like got the signatures enough to get on the ballot. So that's
so
what
the
they're trying to
police
do.
want to weaken their own oversight.
Yes.
Is what, okay. I
Yeah, so they
see.
can beat the hell out of people without having anyone oversighting them.
Oh, oversighting them. I see.
Yeah.
I thought it was the police oversighting other people. I was like,
Well, they already kind of do that.
that makes sense. Though. Right. I was
Yeah.
like, why would they want to weaken that? Okay, that makes sense. Yes. Okay.
Alright.
I get it now.
North
bad.
Lamar
What about North Lamar?
gas station in North Lamar sold a ticket for $1 million in the Powerball.
Whoa, what?
No way.
How far
Unbelievable.
north? Do we know?
The store's name is in Spanish.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I like
Hell
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
They haven't come forward yet. They didn't win it all. It was like the Powerball is like 416 million or something crazy like that.
They won like $1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Solid.
I'm
Here in Austin,
surprised.
Texas,
It's gonna help a fam out.
Yeah.
and or we're gonna rob them.
Where are they?
Where are
What's their address?
Well, hopefully they
Don't come
remain
around me,
anonymous.
Playboy.
Have you seen that one? That guy, well, I assume it was a guy. I don't know. He
Men.
accepts, he wins the lottery and he has to go like accept it, and he's wearing like a scream mask and
that's
like
how I would do
gloves,
it.
so no one
Yeah.
will know who he is.
Oh,
I
that's
straight up have so
smart.
many family members that be the most like smartest way to pick it up, because I don't want any of my like direct family members hollering at me, and then also all my family that lives in California in Fresno, they would also be hollering, and then even maybe my family members that live in Colombia,
All
they'd
of
be
your
like,
family
"Oh,
members would come
Julian, you made it
knocking.
big.
I'll be
Save
hollering.
us."
I'll be hollering, Julian.
Just
but
hollering myself.
Believe it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fine. I just don't want my family mooching off me.
This is so much.
Likewise.
That's pretty crazy that somebody in Austin hit for $1 million. So I don't know. I was hoping it was you.
I was not that far north.
Damn.
Yeah. I wasn't at the
North Lamar.
Korean nightclub.
Sad. Korean night.
Hell yeah. Dude, one time I went to the Austin karaoke place on North Lamar.
Oh,
at the
love that
very top,
place.
right by
Oh
183.
yes.
It was a nightmare, dude. We got like, it was when Four Locos were out, so we chugged Four Locos before we got in there.
Oh,
And then
Jesus.
the rest of the time that we were in there,
This is definitely a
we were
nightmare.
just like getting even more drunk. And then I just remember when we were outside checking out and leaving, for some reason I was so drunk that me and my friend went and just like popped into another person's room and like blah, said some like weird thing, and then like yelling at them made me like have to puke really bad. So I went to the bathroom and puked. But then Jason walked out like Dude, Jason
Our
walked
Jason?
into the lobby. Yes.
Or Jason.
Jason walked into the lobby, and he drank a red Four Loko before, and he projectile vomits Four Loko all over the lobby floor.
That did
Those
not
poor
smell
Koreans.
Good. That did
And then
not smell
well,
good.
they charged us a $50 cleaning fee. So
I would have charged you 75 at
yeah.
least.
And then there's a photo of us outside
Jason.
that's just not a good look at all. And somehow we made it home.
Will you put that up on the Instagram for us?
Yes, I will
Okay.
find the
we
photo.
love to see.
Please.
We love to see Jason.
The idea of Jason projectile vomiting Four Loko is like
So
nothing
gross.
I would have
I
ever
felt so
imagined.
bad for him because it was
Poor
just like
baby.
he was like I went to go vomit. I was like, "Are you good?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then like he walked out and he wasn't fine.
Like, bro, I'm so fine.
It's
And
like
then
that
he's
whole
like
like the
immediately, like,
the
nope.
narrator goes, Jason was not fine.
Jason
I
was
wasn't-
actually
I didn't
not
make
fine.
it to an actual toilet. I just vomited all over the urinal.
Oh my God. Did they
Oh.
know about that? They
No.
charged you? Oh shit.
Man, they're still charging you right
There's
now.
another photo
They're
of me
listening
and
to
my
this right
friend,
now.
like literally laying on the benches in the room too, just because we were so.
I bet those people have some good stories. Those people that run
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
People get crazy at those
Because
places.
there's a lot of like cocaine and like
Oh yeah.
There's also
Journey.
there's a time when you can get like after hours.
Oh, I
booze
remember.
there.
Yeah.
Like they would like sell you
They would sell you like a 12 pack.
some.
I know places on the east
soju.
side. They're open 2 to 4.
Terrible is it if I peed really quick? I can wait.
Can you?
Yeah, I
That-
can.
I don't even know where a
Should've drank
restroom
that
is in this
beer.
building.
Yeah,
So
I don't
that-
either. That was honestly what I was thinking. I
I-
was like, the time it would take me.
I'll show you the restroom.
But you're the producer. You can't be showing me that. So I'm
Let's
gonna
do
just
a-
stay
let's do
here.
another 20, and then you could go to the bathroom.
That's completely fine.
All right, this is too funny.
I just thought I'd ask. Like, you guys do your topics and all. Pee real
you have
quick.
any more?
No.
I forgot to bring this up the other day. The University of Texas Austin basketball coach was fired from his job.
Oh yeah, he beat his wife or something.
Yeah, he got arrested and he was suspended, and they weren't really sure what they were going to do. And then his wife said it was all a big misunderstanding.
Sure.
And yeah, exactly. And then with the university, which kind of shocked me a little bit because I'm not trying to be rude here, but usually these sports things are more important than anything, you know. And the team's good. Yeah, you know the team's good right now. So, but he lost his job, 100%. So,
Damn.
Dude, good.
good
That's
job
horrible.
for Texas and Austin standing up for themselves a little, you know.
Yeah.
Modern city now, maybe.
Nah,
Maybe.
they wouldn't do that with the football team, but
I'm not saying that ever.
Wasn't he like choking her?
All right, so he was in the guest bedroom reading, and she went over there and knocked his glasses off,
Okay.
and then he went
He was
into
watching porn, but go ahead.
he went into the
Jeez.
bedroom and grabbed her, and I don't know exactly, he bit her, choked her.
Oof.
I don't
other
believe that
things.
that
What kind
man
of porn was he watching?
goes into the guest bedroom to read. That just does not track for me.
Look,
Right.
Call bullshit on that.
I don't know what goes on in guest bedrooms
Because you don't have one.
exactly. It's like you live sleeping on the couch is how we roll. You know, that's a guest
Like,
bedroom.
where do you, when you're reading a book, where do you read a book?
In the guest bedroom.
Yeah.
Catie, where do you read?
If I were to read, I'd probably like stay in the living room. I don't know why I would go into a guest
I
bedroom.
would go onto the porch and
A
do like sit on
porch?
like the swinging bench.
I do
and
love
with your
reading
legs
outside when
crossed.
it's nice, but then the mosquitoes always get me, so I can't do that.
Well, you gotta have one of those porches with a screen on it. See?
A
Outside
guest
the
bedroom is
screen
definitely, it's
door.
not like, ooh, I can't wait to read my new book and go into the guest bedroom where things are just different
I
and,
feel like at that rate, you might as well just make it into your like office,
right?
because then it would be like appropriate to go read in there.
Right.
If you're a doctor.
Anyway, the story's sus.
Why,
Yeah.
why did he need to go into the guest bedroom to watch porn?
Because he
even?
was
I guess him and his
lying.
wife or his girlfriend, his fiance, whatever, they were arguing.
Oh, that's right.
So he went into the guest bedroom too.
Should have gone on a walk.
Yeah.
He could have took his
Rookie.
2-week-old puppy to Town Lake and walked it for 6 hours.
2-week-old puppy. Yes.
One of the only times I saw my parents fight, we were on a road trip from Austin to South Carolina.
Oh wow.
And we were like at some shitty hotel, and I don't know what they were fighting about, but my stepdad just straight up left, and I was like pretending to be asleep, and I was like, why are they fighting?
Oh no. Pretending to be
See,
asleep. I love that. That's
People
such a
don't
good
know how
detail.
much relationships have been saved with GPS. You know?
Well, this is the thing. My mom just got a new car that has navigation in it. She's like, I don't have to listen to your stepdad navigate anymore. He's such a bad navigator. And I was like, I've navigated for you, and you're a tough one. So you guys are
You're a
both to
tough one.
blame.
I heard a story of
Because in the old days, parents would just like, when I was a kid, like
Oh,
it
they just
like
go at
brutal
it.
battles.
Well, it'd be
because
like,
nobody
you
knew
need
where
to
anything-
stop and ask for directions. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, downtown Houston. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody.
Never.
Yeah, my parents would go just like off in the car on our trips to Fresno because it was 28 hours drive. They would just go straight, take turns, and then they had 8 kids in the back of an Astro van. So
Fuck that.
yeah, you know,
sounds
especially with me
horrifying.
and my brother in the very back, we were just screaming like a bunch of shit, just be like,
Because you're
stop at
'cause
McDonald's.
28 hours is an absolute long fucking drive.
And then going through the Mojave, and it's like, it's hot.
You're
Like, shut the
just-
fuck up.
We're uncomfortable. When are we gonna be comfortable again?
So true. So
Kids,
true.
right? Come on.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Fuck kids.
Man,
Dude,
I guess I need a guest bedroom so I can read more.
Yeah, or whatever you need to do, Rubin. Whatever you need
just
to
don't
do.
lie about it.
Just, tell us.
Because I won't lie about it anymore. I want to apologize to lying to everybody at this table. This is the trust table now.
Okay. What did you lie about?
Reading in the guest bedroom.
Oh.
That's the new euphemism for watching porn.
Yeah,
I
was
don't
reading
even-
in the
I
guest
was reading in the
bedroom.
guest bedroom.
I don't even have a
came
guest
across
bedroom.
this verse.
I thought I saw a
Verse.
couple girls that were real cool.
Snap. Any
Man.
more topics, Ruben?
That's what I need to do is start collecting those old erotic paperbacks. You know what I'm talking about?
Please don't do that. I think people would get the wrong impression.
I mean, just for
I
like
think you should do it, Rubin.
for like sanity's sake. All right, that's the last topic, and I want to thank everybody for topics. And now to the interview, our guest, Catie
wow,
Housman.
we're interviewing. Okay.
Hey, in the house.
Well, you know, interview per se, we're just conversating with you more than anything.
Absolutely, guys.
So my friend Catie, she runs 17 different open mics. She's not doing as much stand-up supposedly, but she did it 2 days ago. So I'm not really sure if that's a truth or a lie.
Being
Well, it's
dramatic.
like when you do an open mic and you host, do you like count that as you doing like stand up?
I count it when I like write in my planner, like, did I do comedy today? I'll check off comedy because I'm
There
like,
you
yeah,
go.
I did.
Well, you do say jokes in
I
between
do say
comedians,
jokes,
you know,
right.
or like
But it's not the same as like going out, you know, performing your material. But yeah, what I was telling Rubin is like I feel like a fucking imposter because I'm not shit. Everyone else works way harder than me in terms of going out there. I've been in a rut. I had a good like time of momentum where I was going out every night, and now I'm like, oh my god, I need a break.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's so much. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, at times you're like, I hate my jokes. I hate myself. I don't want to do this. I have no inspiration.
If
I think we all. I mean, in all life, it's like you reach a point where you're just like, fuck, you know.
Yeah. And it just ebbs and flows.
And it's even worse because you have an audience, you know, and especially with no offense, but a lot of these comedies, I mean, open mics, it's like you know the audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Oh.
it's like 15 of them are your homies.
It's horribly
So
embarrassing.
if you're doing whatever you're doing, they're either I don't know. It's weird. You know?
Yeah, I'm like, I can go out and tell jokes for 5 minutes of jokes that everyone in the audience has heard 20 times because we're
Yeah.
all each other's only audience. And it's just, it's hard to get through.
Well,
But you
I feel
do.
like a lot of comedians are saying right now, like Austin's just like a tough city to do comedy in. Like people like are I mean, people are assholes here. Like, you know, I feel like it's even hard to like get up and play music in front of people because like there's a lot of judgment eyes on you. But
I love
like,
the comedy. They've been so good to me, like the comedy scene. But yeah, performing is very scary still.
I
Oh, yeah.
couldn't do it.
I don't know if you ever get over that though. You know, there's always gonna be a little bit of like
I don't
like
think you
nerves before you get up there. You know.
Yes, you're so wise. Because, like, yeah, all the comedians I respect, they're like, yeah, I'm still super nervous. And it never goes away. And I was like, all right, we might as well get used to it.
I do
Right.
want to shout out Julian right now Because this fool's been at every underground fucking hardcore metal sludge fest, fucking punk rock,
Has he?
fucking
I have been going
As like
there,
a
man.
videographer
industrial.
or like
Yeah, like I will
Let's interview
say, like
Julian.
if people like wonder why I go and like do it, it's like
It's fun. It looks
well,
like.
it is fun for me. Like I think it's like also practice. Like I used to do a lot of videography more often, so like kind of haven't done that in a more than a few years. So going out there and filming a lot is practice.
Maybe
for
filming
me.
open mics too.
A
little bit.
I feel like it's harder to do that because people like don't want comedians don't want you to do that. So like, but it's easy to film bands because everybody wants to have the footage and like nobody. Most of the time, I know one of the bands and like, or I'll be invited and then like by one person.
But once you know one band, you're gonna know like
yeah,
the whole.
and so I think
roster.
I think I'm like almost to the point like where I'm gonna cut it back a bit because like I've almost completed like my mission, like at least what I set out to do, which is just practice a bunch and like then
Aren't you doing the Crumb Bum show?
I'm doing Crumb Bum and Nerve here tomorrow at Mohawk, and that's gonna be cool. And that's actually kind of part of like a overall music video that I'm helping them shoot. But just like these random DIY things, it's like just going out and doing it and like working on the production aspect of it because I bring like lighting and then like audio. Like I don't always do the audio, but like bringing a recorder so that I can like actually have good audio on it is definitely like a big thing. But yeah, like it's just kind of like being around practicing and then like now I'm kind of in like the feeling where because like obviously like I like the music overall. Not all the bands are like my favorite.
Yeah.
So like, but it's interesting to see everybody play and like, obviously if they're out doing it, then like, props because like I said, it's like hard to get in front of people to
This
do
could
it.
be like you, see?
Yeah.
he's an inspiration.
But
You
yeah,
were like right there kind of like in the middle of it all where you're like kind of going to the toil of comedy.
Yeah.
I
But
love it.
You gotta like just keep swimming.
Yes.
Hopefully get to the shore.
I feel the need to say Austin's amazing. Like
Yeah.
the way I'm feeling right now, the rut is like I've felt this way like many times here. And then you get out of it and you feel good and you're like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
doing well. Yay.
I need to get back to that.
Or exactly. It's just the ebb and flow. It's okay. But
But yeah,
It's
there's a
hard.
lot of, there's a lot of mics, there's a lot of comedians, there's a lot of everything, and sometimes it's like, damn, I can see it.
Yeah, like a big thing was like people were asking me recently, like, "Hey, like, when did you start coming to these shows?" And I was like, "Well, like, I feel like a lot of the shows are put on by younger people, and then like I just don't know those guys. But then like I was going to shows before, like pandemic, basically.
Yeah.
and like just been out of touch with like DIY scene, so it's like just getting back into it. And then it's like comedy, like I'm sure a lot of comedians who came here were like, oh, this is Austin's a comedy scene, but then they're like, you got to find the mics. Like, you got to figure out which mic is popping, which ones you want to go
Yeah.
to, and then line it up. Because, like, I don't know if you went to, like, multiple mics per night.
I have. Yeah. I mean, I've tried them all probably,
Yeah.
but we have so many. It's like you could never, like, you'll never like run out of mics
Yeah.
to try.
Oh,
It's
it
crazy.
is.
This scene is amazing for sure.
I feel like I don't know, it seems like every Tuesday, Wednesday, like there's like 5 or 6 different places
Yes,
having
they
something.
are. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's so many mics, and they're free because like other places you have to pay for the mics. So Austin is like the fucking shit when it comes to
See?
that.
Props to Mary for hosting a mic.
I didn't even know I
You're
could be
Sunoki, right?
charging for this.
You absolutely
She's like, "God damn
could.
it."
You could if you wanted to.
I never even heard of that before, but I guess I've been in Austin so long that I never knew that.
In
yeah.
LA, it's like a big thing of like $5 for 5 minutes, which
Wow.
seems
Damn.
insane. Yeah,
Wow.
I know, isn't that crazy?
That's fucked up.
So here we're just like living in like abundance. We're
Yeah.
like
That's
We're the rich
interesting.
kids.
One of the comedians that we've had on the pod before named Kajan, I met that dude actually like on the beach at Santa Monica because he was homeless at the time. But like it was weird because he was like, "Yeah, I'm homeless," and I was smoking. I was like,
Homeless
"Yeah,
comedy.
like, you could have this joint," and he was like, "Yeah, I do comedy here," and I was like, "Sure you do." and then he was like, "Yeah, follow me on Instagram." It's I'm trying to remember. The name of his Instagram was like, "I thought you cared" or something. And then like I put it in not thinking about it at first, and then I was like, I thought you cared. I was like, did he just tell me the name of like? Did he just say like, I thought you cared? Like, oh, I thought you cared about me. Like, look that shit up on Instagram. You asked for my Instagram. Like, I don't have a fucking Instagram.
Right.
And I looked it up, and he was a real comedian.
I thought you
And
cared.
but that's interesting because I'm like, if he was going to open mics in LA, I imagine he didn't have money to go to them. But
Unless
he was
he's, I
frequenting
don't
them.
know. There might be a way he can get in. I don't know.
Maybe I think he at one point too. He told me he was taking like Venmo and like OnlyFans donations.
Okay.
But his OnlyFans was like him doing comedy or something. So
Okay.
But maybe
I was gonna
that's how
say,
it
I don't
pays,
know,
like,
man.
I would
This is
pay to
crazy.
not see that on OnlyFans.
I mean, comedy
Yeah,
is,
right.
there's just so many comedians out there doing work, and because of the internet, it's like you see so many clips of people,
Yeah.
I don't know.
everyone's
It's just not, I just feel like
doing
it's
clips.
gotta be just difficult, to stay fresh in some ways,
It's hard, and I'm like 2 years in, so I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to do? It's like figuring it out. I don't know. I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to focus on, or like, I'm just like, I guess I should just try to get better and be good.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Um,
like I was talking at the Creek in the Cave. I know one of the previous owners of that place, and like I think he exited because he has a family. But on the other hand, I think that venue is just weird because like the beginning of the week, like from Sunday to like Wednesday, I feel like it's just a bunch of opportunities that they give to comedians. You know what I mean? Like they're like, hey, like we have an idea for a show, and they're like, all right, you guys could do it on Monday at like
yeah.
11 or something, and then if it works out, then they put it on the weekend because otherwise, like during the week, it's dead. Like I said, Wednesday there was like 5 people there.
I haven't been there in a
inside.
while. It used to be like a lot of mics and shows during the week,
Yeah.
but
it's like how many of those actually are hitting and like bringing the
Yeah.
audience? 'Cause, like that
Oh, yeah.
actually comes out there for like shows on Thursday, Fridays.
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
This is where we don't know.
But that's where it's like there's just a lot of mics to go to. So maybe that's it.
All I know is
You want to go to a
Katie's
shit
got
ton
a
of
very
mics. Austin
popular
is the
mic.
place. I've
Very
got the
popular.
best mic at the best coffee shop in Austin. Cenote.
Cenote.
Previously run by James Kerrigan, who I spent Thanksgiving with, and then was like telling him about Cenote, and I was like, there used to be some guy who ran it. I don't know. Everyone's always yapping about him. And he was like, that was me. And I was like, oh, my bad. And then it was hilarious. And I was like,
Oh,
you
I
should like
took your
guest
mic.
host and stuff.
The pandemic, yeah.
Yeah. And he
Killed
moved
us
to
all.
Washington, and then he moved back here.
Well,
And he was like,
Oh.
who's running Cenote? And I was like, it's me.
For a little bit, our friend of the
That's
pod,
crazy
Zach,
small
was running
town kind
one.
of stuff, right?
What?
That's crazy small town. Like
Yeah.
how
I know. I was like, this is crazy. Because
He
I knew
moved back to
someone else
town.
had run it before, but I just didn't realize it was
Zach
him.
ran one too, right?
Zach ran
Was it a variety
It
thing?
was a variety.
Okay.
it was an
Yeah.
open mic where you can do comedy or music or as the other as Cenote too. Yeah, that was pretty good too though.
Oh, Zach Vampire guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Like
ran like
vampire.
a weekly once a week. He had
The
like a night.
conspiracy theorist.
It was actually pretty funny in
It
certain
was
times.
fun. It was a good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Joey got on the mic a couple times and just kind of just riffed a little bit.
Yeah.
Why are you guys doing that here? It's Cenote, Saturdays.
Yeah, guys. It
You
was
know, me and
poppin'.
Joey, we're like water and oil.
What are you guys fighting about this week?
I don't even know half the time. I don't even
Yeah.
think we're fighting right now.
You're not
He's
fighting,
just
right?
very sad.
We're not, but we're
boy.
we should be.
Joey's
not involved,
very
am I?
sad boy right now.
Why is he sad?
He's always sad.
Dude, you tell me.
You
I don't-
tell
We always just talk about this on the podcast. I love this.
Joey's
Yeah.
life.
Oh,
This
he's
segment's
how we
called Joey's
communicate
life.
with Joey.
You talk to him through the podcast.
He's like, hey, I heard what
He
you guys
doesn't
are
listen to the
saying."
podcast.
No,
Oh, he's
so-
mad.
some-
I think he might a little
it's,
bit.
No,
actually.
it's like he does it every other week or some shit. Where it's like he like last week he was like, yeah, I heard you guys talk like on the week before, and like maybe I'll come back. I was just like, dude, what are you talking? Like, you're listening, but you're just listening and like,
You're so
maybe I
weird,
should.
classic
You're just
Joey.
teasing yourself, like, oh, I'm just thinking of my voice on the podcast with them. Like,
He's so stupid. Yeah, I talked to him the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to do something, but I'm really broke, and I'm trying to go to Alaska."
Why
was
is he?
like-
Where is he going to Alaska?
because he wants to do a sticker tour. So he wants to do a sticker tour where they start in Alaska and then they come down the coast or something.
Like driving.
I think so.
I think so too. We met this guy, and he was a guest on the show like a long time ago, and he did like a sticker, like a book, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it was this.
We're like
it was
trading cards of like different stickers, artists,
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he lives in Alaska.
yeah.
He's the one that got Joey into the Gorillaz concert. He's like
And
from
then
England.
There's another. I think the guy who he wants to go there with
Oh.
is like that. I mean, that guy for sure is like a reason why Alaska's a destination. But
Yeah.
I think another dude from San Antonio who runs Sticker Sancho maybe
Is he trying to get you to go with him?
Dude, I would not go there.
I
Dude,
was
one
wondering.
time my company tried to offer me, like, honestly, not a bad salary to go run a property in Boston, and I was like, y'all could go fuck yourselves.
Not going
I'm
that
not
far.
going to go to a hotel at 5 a.m. and like be trudging through slush at like negative 13 degrees.
No, that
There
sounds
you go.
Yeah, that
terrible.
doesn't sound fun at all.
I'll do it here.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know. So Joey's trying to supposedly he's trying to save money for this Alaska trip.
But it's like,
But then it's like during
He-
South by when he's gonna go, and I'm like, what are you doing?
and he also pays like nothing for rent, so I don't know.
I don't know why he's always broke. Yeah, he's got like no bills. They live in like that. There's like 4 people in that little
It's a trap house.
They live in, like,
trap
a
house.
How is it free?
It's not free. It's like
Oh,
it's like his rent's like $400.
oh, okay. Okay.
So it's pretty low
I've
key.
never seen it.
Remember that time he like brought that girl home and she decided that she needed to get sober after being in his house? That was like her rock bottom.
Dude, he was.
The house is so dirty.
This is where my journey begins.
This is the house is so dirty. She woke up the next morning. She's like, I
Never
can't do
let
this
this
anymore. And
happen
like went and got into rehab.
That's so fucking
I was
funny.
over there like a month and a half ago or so, and I was like, dude, I don't want to have to use that downstairs restroom anymore. It's disgusting. I'll just piss outside. And he was like, I have a restroom. Like, he got all offended. He was like, I have a restroom upstairs. And I was like, is it like, I haven't even seen your bedroom, but I imagine you don't even have a bed frame, which I mean, I don't, but like, I imagine he doesn't either.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I am an adult. I have a bed with a frame and I have a clean bathroom upstairs. And he actually did. I was like, wow, okay.
Oh,
I'm a
wow.
bit surprised.
Why
by
did you tell me
this.
about this bathroom like 3 years ago or
Yeah,
something?
dude, for
Julian just
real.
said,
I've been
he
going there all
actually
this time.
did.
I've been there for like I've been going there for a year and a half, and this fool ain't never tell me about the secret restroom.
Why didn't he
Dude,
tell you?
it was like at the point where like I went there, and the
This
time
pod is
before it was
awesome.
all right, but then like I walked in and I was like trying to flip the switch on downstairs at the bathroom. And I was like, bro, you guys don't even have a bulb that works in here now. Like, how do you like? That's why this place is disgusting. You guys just walk into a dark room and fucking spray all over the floor and the toilet.
That's
That's
gross.
nasty.
Man
I'll reserve
cave.
my judgment, but
And
yeah.
cave for sure.
Men can sure live in disgusting, rank conditions.
Yeah, don't leave them by themselves.
I get my car detailed.
Your car is beautiful. I didn't smell a thing. Ruben gave me a ride.
Mary said my car
Is this
smells.
true or not? I just thought of this. Is this
I was
true?
just being mean. I was like, his car smells like socks.
It needed
socks
a
smell like?
vacuum. It needed a vacuum because I was looking for that SD card, and it was underneath the seat, like I had to move the
Oh,
seat back, and
It
popped
wasn't the
out.
glove compartment, but my son likes to get in the glove compartment and
Oh.
throw everything out of the glove compartment.
Last week I saw it on the floor, so I was like, it's got to be somewhere around here.
He's a master of the dark arts.
True or not
I
true
can see
though?
that.
Do guys in Austin try to because I'm just imagining most of the places are pretty dirty. Do they when they try to make a move on a girl at a place? Do they usually try to push to go to the girl's place instead of the guy's place?
I've never experienced this. I mean, maybe I
don't
have.
know. Like, I mean, I feel like I've heard that a lot.
It's been my experiences were like 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
There's one
depending
time
on the
when
dude.
like my house was a wreck and I was like, no.
We're going to your place.
Yeah.
Not happening.
I have a pretty, I keep my place clean. So I'm always, cool with it. And I like being at my place, so.
Like you look at Mary and you don't realize that low key, she got 17 animals in that house.
I could see it, though, she's cool. And I know her, kind of.
Farm.
She got
I have 4.
Animals don't have to be gross. You can keep them clean, too.
she has 2 cats, 3 cats technically.
No, that cat doesn't count.
That's a stray.
That's
It's
Keegan's
not
cat.
real.
It's in your house,
Right, but he lives downstairs.
and you have 2 dogs.
Yes.
That's like
Sometimes 3.
I feel like that's like if you live in
These numbers are getting outrageous.
I feel like if you live in a neighborhood in Austin, you're bound to have an extra cat that lives with you, but it's outside, and sometimes you feed it and it comes inside, and it's
It's inside.
It's domesticated.
It's actually a really not that bad of a cat, so I shouldn't say anything bad about that cat.
I don't know. That cat likes to start shit.
Oh no!
All cats like to start shit.
This is the thing: is all of my cats covet one windowsill, and so
One windowsill.
Marcy was in the windowsill, and then Draco, Keegan's cat, decided he wanted to get in the windowsill.
Son of a bitch.
And she was not like Rocky would share it, but Marcy's like, "Fuck, you get the fuck out of my windowsill."
Yeah, my window.
And so I was like, they were growling at each other, and I was like on the bed because the windowsill's like right above my bed.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get Draco down, and he like got his claw caught on me.
Ooh.
I was gonna say, I was like, I feel
Multiple
like that's
animal
I feel
issues
like that's
right
like
here.
dangerous
Okay,
being
right.
close to the war zone with cats. Like,
No, I have a scar in my face because
Oh.
my cat
Shit.
ran across my face while I was asleep.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Are they fixed too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, at least they're not so like vicious.
Feral.
Yeah.
Fair.
Horny.
Yeah. Same
Never
difference.
helps.
I mean, they're
It never
pretty. They're
helps.
pretty lazy, you know.
Oh, this thing is great. Cat people.
Cat people.
I'm
I
a
like
cat
cats. I would
person.
like a cat.
That's
I would
another
love
thing
one.
about Joey's apartment. There's like 400 people living there, and they have like 6 cats there
Dude,
too.
oh wait, you just reminded me. That was another thing I was thinking about Joey's place recently. There was like 3 baby cats there like
Ew,
last year.
what the hell?
Like not
Gross,
baby
Joey's
babies. They were like
place.
kittens, but like,
He's gonna hate this.
and they weren't his kittens. They were like one of the roommates. But I don't see them anymore. Now I just see Blue there. So I'm just like,
So you
what
don't
the
see
fuck happened to
adult
those
cats?
kids? Did they just let them?
I think they were
roam?
Jesse's sister's cats, and she
Oh,
moved
and
out.
she took them back.
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness, because I was like really
This is too many
worried and
cats.
concerned that they did something to those cats.
I love how this
Right.
whole episode's
They-
about Joey's house. This is
They
the best
buried them in
episode
the
ever.
cement
This
pool.
is amazing. I have a vision in my head, and it's the
1-800,
same vision of
can
a
we
frat
find
house I
Joey's
visited
dad so we
once
can
in
take him
Maybe
Kansas.
that could be like an out of studio segment where we take a tour of Joey's house.
Oh,
Can we do a
the
MTV
infamous-
Cribs
the
version? Hey yo, what's up? I'm Joey. Welcome to my room.
This is where the
Dude.
magic happens.
the Austin Culture Club
Yo, we got a
TikTok.
lot of stickers.
there we go.
Stickers,
You can't see
stickers,
this at
stickers.
UT, bitches, but we showing it right here. Austin Culture Club TikTok.
Austin Culture Club TikTok.
Dude, I live next to campus. Can I not use TikTok when I'm at my place?
Dude.
You have your own
Man,
Wi-Fi.
You're not a student.
No, I don't have Wi-Fi.
You don't have Wi-Fi.
You do that
No.
UT Wi-Fi?
How do you do
Here,
your
think
work?
about this. I don't have Wi-Fi because I'm at work all the fucking time, and then usually at night,
the
I'll like,
W
if I
fancy.
go home, I'll fall asleep. So like, and then I'll just come back here. So like,
But you'll
never-
would you use data or something to go on Instagram or TikTok?
well, I have unlimited data too. So
There you
and
go.
then
You
I
got
have a
unlimited
hotspot,
data,
So I'm
it's
just like,
fine.
why do I need Wi-Fi?
You don't need Wi-Fi if you
My
have unlimited
nighttime
data.
minutes.
You
know
don't
my
like
nighttime.
to watch like Netflix or anything.
My-
So
my
that was
everyday
another
minutes.
thing.
Yeah.
I normally would be into Netflix, but moving into this place, I got my VHS setup back, and then I was just watching a lot of tapes.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
This
I was
guy's so
watching
cool and
movies on tape
hipster.
a lot, and I didn't
VHS.
end up needing Netflix.
VHS. Born in '97.
Well, I'm all analog, baby. I like cassettes.
Eric, you down
VHS.
for that live blacksmithing going on at the Jester King Sunday with me? They're gonna light the kiln.
I just noticed you had this.
Doomfest.
Oh yeah. That's the so
You right?
where is that done at?
Jester
the Doom
King.
Phase? Jester King. Okay, where?
They're doing corpse painting.
What does that
What's a
mean?
corpse painting?
I have really no fucking clue. I'm not gonna lie to anybody here, but I think they just paint like you're a dead person or something, or they get dead people and paint them. It's either way. It's awesome.
Can I
And
say?
Viking fights. Actual Vikings are gonna fight each other, or
What?
us. I don't really know.
It's
I
not
was
like
just
wrestlers
remembering.
dressed as Vikings. Oh, there
Yeah.
we go.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That sounds like it's correct. I feel like I saw
Black
some
metal.
of the kids at the Austin High Tunnels the other night were all corpse painted out.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it was
hilarious.
geek, man. Like, dude, all those kids were literally like
So weird.
14, dude.
I know, they're, like, so
they were
weird.
at first, I thought I met one of them, like, because one of the kids in the bands asked me to do it, like, months ago when I went to this other place called Patton House, and I was really fucked up there. So like, and I was really fucked up there in between.
I
like,
wanted to go to that show. I heard it was badass.
Well, I was there.
Fuck money,
filming-
right?
Well, no, I filmed.
No.
I filmed my
Blank
buddy
Hell's Kitchen.
Cameron and iconoclasm, and then I also did bug spray. But it was like funny because I went there to do that, but then I had to come back here and strike something afterwards, and somebody fucking like palmed me in my nose. I thought I broke my nose, and like I was gonna be bleeding and shit. But anyway, I was really fucked up there, and I was like thrashing and shit. And then we went outside, and one of these kids walked up to me, and I thought he was like 20 or something when I saw him. And he was like, yeah, man, we're in this band. If you want to come to Austin High Tunnels in January. I was like, yeah, sure, send me the info. And then I went down there, and I was like trying to find the people that asked me to do it. And there was literally just a bunch of kids there. So I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then I was like
a 16-year-old, really.
I was like, who's in charge? And he was like, this guy from Denton who was in a band. Like he was like, oh, it's this guy Mercer, and he pointed to him, and I was like, dude, that guy. He's literally 14 years old. Like, what are you talking about?
Mercer's in charge.
Mercer was in charge. He did a funny thing too during his set where he did a Raining Blood bit from Slayer where like they played the beginning of that song, and he had a fire extinguisher filled of like water that was dyed red, and he just spraying it over everybody, which I thought was kind of cruel because
I like that.
cold.
Yeah, I like the theatrics.
Yeah, like I like the theatrics.
Yeah,
It was
But you
also
know when
really
you're a
cold
teenager,
there.
like you care about like we gotta dig
Nah,
it real
they don't.
bad. We gotta with some blood.
Plus, they were all
You gotta
like
be so
huddled
sick.
together, dude. They look like zombies. It was like a zombie horde of like Austin high school kids, and
Oh
I
my
don't know
God.
how I ended up there. Like I was just like,
I gotta get out of here before the cops show up.
I thought I was kind of concerned, but it ended up being a cool time.
Oh my God.
High schoolers in general are scarier than zombies.
Yeah,
they're just
they're
terrible.
terrifying.
Terrifying.
It is so weird being around kids like that because you're just like, my God, was I that stupid?
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus, I
know.
was. Yeah.
I
But
thought
see,
I
like,
was
when
so
I was in
smart.
high school, I never
know,
went.
me
I
too.
was like, I wish I knew about something like this when I was in high school because I never went to some shit like this. It
I
would've
know,
been
yeah.
fun.
I'm not from Beeville. Obviously, we didn't do anything like that, you know.
That's true. There's the
probably
kids
'cause I
where you're
went
like,
to
damn, you're
Westlake.
living a life I couldn't have imagined.
You know, that probably is why I never heard about it. Is because all the cool schools in town, like AISD schools, were putting them on, and everybody fucking hated Westlake. So like, why would they tell us?
Yeah, you're not
Right,
invited.
They're like those
Yeah, I wasn't
fucking
invited.
Westlake nerds.
We actually still hate Westlake. But
We
that's a
still
whole
hate
other-
Westlake. Don't you worry,
Come
Rubin.
on,
I
they-
know.
I
Come
like
on.
football. I
We
like
hate
the Westlake
Westlake.
Yes, we
football
do.
team.
They
hate
won
them.
a lot of
They-
games.
They won the playoffs
Yeah.
this year. This UIL, I
Preppy
think.
They were the
Rich
best team.
bitches. Am I right?
They are a pretty good team. We were shit when I was in school. Maybe that was
They're
my
great
fault.
now. They're great.
I was on the football team.
I have no idea.
My older brother in 07 was on. He went to the playoffs, but then they lost to
The Drew
whatever
Brees
the-
team? The Drew Brees?
no. They lost to the
Sorry.
whatever Trinity, whatever
Trinity,
Catholic,
yeah, that's
this-
right,
it's just
guys.
Like the people
Trinity
that always go and
2008.
beat everybody who's actually at like a state-run
So
school.
you're saying
State
Drew
funded
Brees
school.
wasn't there? You didn't meet Drew Breesy?
No, didn't. My brother
Imagine
played
if
with
I was
Nick
just
Foles.
a really big Trinity fan.
My older
for
brother,
some reason.
so that team that went to the playoffs, the quarterback was Nick Foles.
Oh, hell yeah.
So my older brother, his quarterback was Nick Foles during his year, and look what he did.
That's
We don't like
crazy.
Nick Foles.
Nick Oh, we don't.
What's his dad's
Thought we
name?
really-
Larry?
Foles?
Larry Foles?
Larry Foles.
Yeah.
Doesn't his dad own like a restaurant or
His
something?
dad, yeah. I don't know, Cody waited on his dad one time, and he said he was a fucking asshole. So,
Westlake.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if he
everybody.
owned like part of Z Tejas.
I mean, Cody's from Westlake too, so don't even
Yeah.
worry about it.
I was telling.
It's
my
like a Westlake
friend,
thing. He's
because
from
he was
Cody's
like
Westlake.
hating on me
He's
for
from
being
Westlake.
from West. I was telling Chris Tan.
Chris
He was like, yeah,
Westlake.
everybody,
Shout out Chris
everybody
Tan.
hates.
Westlake?
He was like, everybody hates Westlake. You were probably really rich. And I was like, no, I grew up in the trailer park part of Westlake, which is like by Bee Caves. So I was like I
Oh,
was like
beautiful
the
bee caves.
the token child. I was like, they were like, look, we got a Mexican here. And then I would be walking around going like, yo, who's got a can opener for my beans, bro?
My baby Jason does. It was Jason.
Little baby
How is Jason?
I miss him.
Jason's doing good. I
He
actually
needs to
saw
come
him at the
home.
church a couple weeks ago, and he did a bit I think he was forced to do a
He was
bit
in
by one of
Austin?
our other. Yeah, he
Christmas?
was in
He
Austin.
didn't visit us.
He comes here. He actually one time he came. He tried to go to that mic with his dad, and then his sister also was like actually there. Like he invited his dad and his sister, and his dad was like, "Where is it at?" And then he told him, and he was like, "I think I'm good." And then, but his sister brought it. He brought his sister, and she was like,
To the
"Is this
church?
a crack house?"
Uh-oh. That's
Yes.
awkward.
Actually, yes, it is.
Yeah, a little
I think
bit.
Jason's actually about to drop a short film.
Oh,
I saw
that.
something
The
about
I
that.
saw his little trailer
Yeah.
where blurb or something. Yeah, can't wait.
Because he does.
He should call into the show to promote it.
I know.
I'm surprised he didn't already.
Or we can
Yeah.
do like a Zoom thing maybe.
Yeah, no, for sure. I
Yeah.
think. I
We can
think
figure it out.
he was.
Anything for Jason.
He normally does like a video series called Video Man,
Yeah.
and that's more like kind of memey. But like I think this is like a serious short film.
Okay.
Me and him with his older brother did like a little comedy short where like where like his older brother and him were like supposed to be friends playing video games because they live with each other, and then they don't have jobs, and Jason's like he gets a call from it and gets like an interview, and he's like, oh, I'm so excited for this interview, and then his brother's like, yeah, but like we'll still be able to like play video games and stuff, right? And he's like, I mean, yeah, like I'm sure if I get this job, like I'll have to work, but we can still game. And then the rest of it was like a downward spiral of his brother just getting really jealous and trying to sabotage his job interviews by calling the people and being like, you don't want to hire this man. He's crazy. And like that was actually pretty funny. I'll link it on our
Do it.
shit. But like, yeah, I'm excited for Jason's next drop, the actual short drop. And I hope he comes back to Austin here soon.
Yeah.
I think he's probably gonna make a trip soon.
We'd love to see him.
Here.
Bring him on the show. All right, Katie. I know you have to use the restroom.
I have to pee. Love Jason.
You want to
and
say what you got going on, or if you have anything going on, or
what I got going on?
your IG, your
just follow
comedy?
Catie Housman. I'm always happy to be here. I can't
Hey.
believe you guys always bring me back, and I
You're
just
the best.
I don't know. I think you guys are amazing, and I'm like, what is my life? You know,
You're like a guest star.
you guys make me feel like a star. I mean, I love come to Cenote on Saturdays. It's freaking Mary's joint, basically Rubin's
You guys are
joint.
killing it. You had a whole bunch of
We got the
Comedy
best venue
all-stars.
ever.
Comedy
We got
all-stars.
We got it all.
I didn't even know on the outside when you're walking in, there's a Rubin's drink. I didn't know that.
Oh my God, yeah.
Is there a
we were
Mary's
like, oh my
drink?
God, he's famous.
No.
What?
There's actually a Mary's drink.
What's Mary's drink?
The Mary. It's lemonade.
I feel like there's like 3 Reuben things.
Laura Palmer?
It is a Mary Palmer. It was the ginger tea. And
Oh, yeah.
Is it not there anymore?
But
No.
I
It
don't,
was
it's
seasonal.
Not, I don't
Oh.
drink that. They just called it that.
I know, but
Oh.
still,
You drink
They
this
named it
Reuben
after
drink?
you.
Reuben's
Okay.
drink?
Because yours bad.
I can't. It's too much sugar.
Yeah,
Oh,
come
really?
to Cenote on Saturdays.
What the hell is this? You gotta put it's gotta be. It's like that episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where he's like I can't be that sandwich. That I would never eat that. Like it's gotta be something you would actually get.
It's too much sugar.
All he does
did
is
seem
drink
pretty
shots of espresso.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
there's too much sugar.
All right.
We're wrapping up and smoke in the W.
Can we smoke in here?
We cannot.
Smoke at the
Smoke at the
W. Hey.
Excellent. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you. I love you guys. I hope I wasn't too antsy.
Pouco me importa. Alguém me disse novamente. De novo amor.